Hello everyone and welcome to episode 5 of Ask Anagen. Today on the show I have my wife Jessica, aka also business partner, life partner, friend, collaborator, colleague, and then of course the wonderful Mark.
Hey guys.
Today is going to be a prom focused episode, in that being we've just been taking a ton of questions that are related to it, and it's that time of year. So let's jump into the show. First, Sydney wrote in and she has fine hair and she's wondering, will it look good in upstyle and what can I do? What's your thought to that, Jess?
Okay, so I have very fine hair, so I struggle with that. Feeling like I can't wear a lot of fullness and I can't wear it really high up because it won't look like I have a ton of hair. The key to that actually is to not use a ton of pins. It's to make sure that you're using more elastics or something that you're able to pull the hair out so that you get a lot of fullness. Pins are going to collapse it to the head a lot more easily. And especially with fine hair, we want to create as much fullness as we possibly can. So those elastics are really going to help to keep it away, and then you can use pins around it, but it'll keep the fullness there. Another thing too is to get some really good support products, blow drying your hair before you come in, or have us or your stylist or whoever it might be recommend some products, and when you come in, they wash your hair and they do it for you. Blow it out first to create a really good base of support, and then go into the style. That's probably the best.
Cool.
Best thing I think that I do for myself too.
So for Sydney in that way, I mean, as far as like, let's say adding hair, I mean, how do you feel about that in that sense for fine haired people?
Yeah, absolutely. If you are going to have any extensions, whether they're a permanent type of extension, the tape-in ones that we do here, or clip-ins or anything like that, if you're going to wear it all down, make sure that you bring them in so we can cut them in. Otherwise, it's going to look, the textures are going to be uneven, and it's going to look really like this, really straight and kind of a little bit nasty. And then the top of your head is going to be a little bit too fine. So make sure we can cut them in if you're going to wear it down. If you're using them for just like a filler, for an up style, buy the ones without the clips on them. Because then we're able to pin into the weft of hair instead of having to deal with the clips. So it depends on what your style is.
Cool.
Yeah.
And in that way, I think it's so important with extensions to cut out bulk so it matches the natural abundance that the person has.
Absolutely.
That's something that I think that so many people forget to do. They'll cut them in lengthwise, but they don't remove that bulk so it doesn't look quite correct.
And wash them. Because there's this like silicone layer that they put on it to keep it all together and to create a lot of smoothness.
Right.
So shampoo them and just do a light condition. Because that texture will come out a little bit more.
Cool. So Sydney, hopefully that answers all your questions.
Yeah.
And gives you a little bit of guidance as to how to go forward and be your best self on prom night. Let's jump into question 2. Alex wrote in and she asked, should I have clean or dirty hair for an up style? Alex, I'll take this one. For us personally, we can make your hair as gritty and dirty feeling with the products that are out today. And I think a lot of times, and I don't know where this idea came from, because I feel like we have it every single season. Someone's like, I was told to have my hair dirty, so I haven't washed it in 16 days. It's just this like oily glob of a mess. Not saying that you're not cute, Alex, because of course you would not wash your hair for 60 days. However, definitely going through and just doing a really, really good cleanse. And if you're able to and you have a good volume product at home, you don't need to do like a smooth straight blow dry, but just do a good rough blow dry so that we have a really, really good texture of hair to start with. And I think that's really going to be setting up your stylist for success in that way. So clean is preferred, and also dry. Don't show up like, oh, I just got out of the shower 13 minutes ago. Then we have to blow dry. We want to be able to spend time creating your hair and not blow drying your hair. So with those pieces, I think you'll be greeting your stylist a little bit better, Alex. So hopefully that answers your question there. Thirdly, then let's jump in to Roxy. And Roxy's question was pertaining to hair accessories. She's wondering when to do them, when not to do them, if there's a right time to do them. And Mark's had a bit of experience within that. So Mark, what's your thought there?
Roxy, awesome question, because a lot of people struggle with this, and it comes down to taste and the look you want. And of course the whole look in the end. So are you going to be wearing accessories elsewhere on your body? Is your dress embellished to the house down? Is there too much crystal already and maybe you should not put it in your hair? There's plenty of ways to look at it. I think the best bet is to come in with some that you think you love, that you think go with your dress, and make the decision in the chair, right? Because it's easy to put them in and harder to take them out to not destroy that hairstyle. So bring them along. There's never ever a wrong time to have accessories. I think excess is best, but there's also, again, it comes back to taste. So anything goes. Have fun with it. Bring them in. Just be smart about what it looks like with your dress, right? Like don't go spend extra money if you don't need to.
Right.
So look at Pinterest pictures that interest you, and just celebrities on the red carpet even, because we gather and inspire ourselves through that when we go to style hair for our prom girls, and prom girls themselves come with those pictures. So definitely look to that as your inspiration, and I think it will give you really great direction.
Yeah.
Cool. In that way of it, so Jess, when a person goes in to buy hair accessories and stuff like that,
Right.
how does that work out? Are you allowed, like, let's say that you bought 13 that work with your dress? Is it something that's returnable to a store typically, as long as the tags are on, that kind of a thing?
Usually.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I guess it depends where you got it from, but generally they are.
Yeah, so give yourself more options and don't be so set on just the one. Have a couple of them that you really like, and that way, depending on where your upstyle goes, we're able to really fit it in better. And it might even be a sizing thing. Like, it might have looked great with your dress, but it takes over too much. Because I think that you're exactly correct. Like, go to the point where you're accessorizing to the max, but don't let your accessories come into the room before you do.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Most definitely.
I think too, if you have this specific look that you want, and you want this hair and this accessory and this and that, let us know ahead of time. Call us and come in for a consultation, because sometimes we always book enough time, but sometimes to have that expectation and to know what we're going into is fantastic, and then you're really comfortable and we're really comfortable, like we do with all of our brides. Just to come in so we can chat. If it's something that you're like, I want this 100%. If not, we'll kind of get creative together. But yeah.
Absolutely. Cool. So Roxy, hopefully that gets you set up with the correct accessory idea for your prom. And to everyone this year, we're excited to work with all of our lovely ladies, and everyone should have a very, very, very safe yet fun and excessive evening.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
Thanks guys for being on the show, and episode 5 is done and done. Happy prom.
Well, keep it foxy, Roxy.